and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and I'm fresh off the plane. Okay, well, when you travel for 30-some hours with layovers and connections, you're not exactly fresh when you get off the plane, but I feel better than I did after some sleep, I'll say that. And I'm back from Barcelona. I hope that you enjoyed the videos while I was gone. I know I told you that I was pre-recording a lot, and I have, and now here I am back in the USA, back at my desk, back in my own home, sleeping in my own bed, and recording more videos for all of you. So let's see, there's a few things that went wrong while I was away. The standard shakeup video, I guess they changed the date, or I misunderstood the date, one of the two, and it hasn't happened yet. The standard shakeup event has not happened, so that video was a bit of a fail. And I think I played Scapeshift in unranked. I want to go right on record and say I was wrong. At the time that I made that video, I had just watched Wyatt Darby stream it, which it was like the next day after Strosky streamed it, which is what really made the deck blow up. It certainly turned out that Scapeshift is a very good deck. I shouldn't have been playing it in unranked. I thought it was a bit of a meme. I saw Scapeshift and I was just learning the deck, and if you remember the video, I was pretty impressed by it and like, this might be much better than a casual deck. So yeah, now it's everywhere. Now Scapeshift won a Grand Prix and is being played all over the place, and everybody's familiar with it if you play on ladder. And I just want to say I was wrong about that one, so forgive your boy, made a mistake, should have just smashed ranked with it, things like that. But all that aside, we can move on and talk about what's going on today. Today I've lined up a RAKDOS mid-range deck for you. I straight up went neck decking, not even gonna lie. This is a list from a 5-0 Magic Online League. These aren't as competitive as they used to. The leagues don't even... They're pretty hard to play through from what I've watched other people try to do it, because not many people play Standard on Magic Online anymore. So whereas this used to be, the Magic Online lists used to be the kind of the really good proven meta decks, and there still are some. Now you see a little bit more jank and a little bit more inspiration over there, and I haven't seen a list like this anywhere else. Look at the 4 RAKDOS Firewheeler. This list is from Hemsley. Username Hemsley, played it in Magic Online. So let's do some best of one adaptation. There is a sideboard over here, and I like playing best of one. I like to make my videos in best of one. It lets me give you a wide variety of decks. I know some of you love the best of 3 and the sideboarding stuff, and I get it, but I also think that this is I don't know, it's what I most enjoy about Magic right now is best of one, for better or worse, just being real honest about that. So let's make some adaptation for best of one, since many other people also enjoy it. And when I look in the sideboard, there are definitely plenty of situational cards here. I imagine Lava Coil is good against a lot of opponents. The Cavalier Knight is a spicy one. The Plague Mares are pretty nice. The Command the Dreadhordes and the 2 more Chandras are particularly like, whoa, what's going on there? Command the Dreadhorde is probably to take on Esper, I would guess. I love that there's a spicy Angrath in the deck. So the main change I want to make is I don't want to run 25 land in this deck for best of one because of the hand smoothing algorithm. So I'm going to trim a swamp, and I'm going to put in one of my favorite cards, and that is Theater of Horrors. This card gets no love, and for good reason. If it gets bounced by Teferi's minus either one, then the cards under it go away and you have to start over again. So I get why nobody plays it, but I keep giving it another shot and another shot and another shot, and we're going to give it another shot here today. So this will be my little best of one list, and let's get out there. Let's brush the cobwebs off. Let's shake off the dust. Let's get back on this grind, and I'll see you in the games. Oh, well. Dress Butcher. Sure. Let's do it. Temple of Mystery. Scrying bottom. Show me what's in your hand. Teferi and Scapeshift. Alright, so next turn is Grazer. I think getting rid of the Teferi makes a lot of sense. The Scapeshift doesn't do much yet. That Grazer's going to be annoying. That brick wall's one butcher. Doesn't stop the war boss for long. I guess Firewheeler can help eliminate it if, by God, I can ever cast a RAKDOS Firewheeler. No reason to tap that and attack it when we know the opponent's going to block. Christ. It's a good draw. It's basically what the opponent really needed there, was more ways to ramp. But they have 2 temples on the board, which means their Scapeshift Field of the Dead plan might be a little behind schedule. Let's get the Legion War Boss going. Do we want to throw the Butcher into the Rejuvenator? I don't think so. I don't think that's a very good use of the card. But next turn we can Fire Wheel away the Rejuvenator. Shock yourself. What you gonna do? Okay, 3-point Krasis. Opponent doing a good job just keeping me from getting much traction. Let's go ahead, play this. I want to keep the War Boss around. I don't want to trade that for nothing. I could put a counter on the Butcher, but I don't think that's good enough. And then whatever the Hydroid Krasis blocks, we can take out with the Firewheeler. If the Butcher gets blocked by the Krasis, we deal 1 damage to a Rejuvenator, but if it blocks a token anyway, it doesn't do anything. So I guess you stay home. Tokens go in. What's it gonna be? The zombies come at 7 mana, right? Yeah, and we're already on 5, and the opponent's on 19. Wow, the block. What a block. What a frickin' professional Magic player. Alright. Wheel some fire over here. This is where you need a Hellkite to go over the top. Okay, they paid 2 life. This is another Krasis. Ugh. How does this deck do anything against this thing? I don't know. Bedevil off the top. Let's Butcher something, let's Bedevil something, let's smash. These are going, you're definitely going, you two have to get going. We can mentor one of them with the War Boss. If the opponent blocks the War Boss, I think we may as well, because the opponent's about to make 1,000,000 zombies anyway, so we just have to do what we can. Okay. Down to 8. We can deal 2 to the face. What does getting the opponent to 6 do for me? I'd only need 2 more damage with a Hellkite off the top. No, because Krasis can block. Alright, I do feel like I should remove the Krasis then. Hold on to your butts. So the opponent searches for 7 different lands, unless they blow it, and then they get 7 zombies. They probably get 2 or 3 life if they have cards like Tranquil Cove and those life lands hidden in there. Oh, shut up, kitty. Shut up. Take your affection and be quiet. I'm blue. I'm feeling very blue right now. Blast Zone somehow untaps itself and has 2 counters. Is that a bug? That seemed right. We drew it. We drew the kite. Haste. So this attacks for 14. Doesn't kill me. I think I'm better off making the opponent trade. This has to attack. This is going to attack. This can be double blocked. This gets extra damage through. If this mentors something, then it trades with a zombie. I guess you're not doing anything otherwise. But the 2/1/1s attacking are just throwing themselves away, so we don't need to do that. Alright, 2 damage to face. We need to draw an extra damage off the top and have Hellkite get in there. That's how we pull this off. The root is on fire. Are there more lifelands? Those look like guild gates. There's some zombos. Another rejuvenator, okay. So no more lifelands from the opponent. I feel like I should not block yet. Brick. Get in there. All coming down to 1 life. Could I have nabbed an extra damage somewhere along the way? Let's see if the opponent draws Hydroid Krasis and completely shuts this thing down. It's growth spiral. Teferi. That isn't a solution, but it's an extra card. Well, got him. Oh my lord. Ew. Nope. Okay. What are we bottoming? One of the knights? I think so. One of the knights. You can hang out over here. We can go shock, turn 1 knight, turn 2 butcher. Our opponent's gonna start by gaining life with a Craig, but look at this curve. It's gonna be a smashing good curve, my friends. Both the cats are here. How about that? Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Yeah, meanie cat. Our opponent opens on a Craig and a Plains. Not sure where this is headed. Feels like a removal spell. Nope. Whoa. Is it just me? Am I video lagging? Something funky going on here. Maybe I have my graphics turned up too much. The club can't even handle me right now. So what else? What you got, Red Ninja? You might want to play spells before I absolutely smash you. We know something's coming. It's a Danto Vanguard, so Feather. That is not the scariest. So, critical choice point of things. We could play the War Boss, make the 1/1, blocks with Vanguard. I mean, what's Vanguard really doing here? I guess it could be blocking the Butcher with Defiant Strike, and then paying for life to become indestructible, kills the Butcher, the opponent takes 2, 3, 4, still triggers the Knight. So I think it's a good idea to get the War Boss cooking. Our opponent could have a Reckless Rage. And we see this stick here where the opponent might be using full control to take this out now. No? We get to make our token. Everybody gets some. And what do you have? Time for the Feather deck to get its feather out of its butt. There's the Defiant Strike. So will we get a block on the Butcher? And there is 4 frickin' life paid. My god. I actually didn't think they'd pay the life with the Vanguard as well. That's a lot of damage, and it's gonna add up quick. We got you to 11. Our Knight of the Ebon Legion is a 2/3. What can your Vanguard do now? Is there a Reckless Rage, a Shock, something to interact with our boy the War Boss? There is a Feather the Redeemed, which is a Ferocious Angel, and a Geared for Battle to pump the creatures. Seems like, I mean, that's not bad, but I don't know if that's gonna be good enough. What do you become, like a 5/6? So if we attack with everybody right now, there's probably a block here and maybe a chump block here. And the opponent takes 3, goes to 8, and then it's Hellkite. Hellkite can potentially win, plus we get to... Yeah, we do pump the Knight. I'm just deciding whether or not we throw the War Boss into the fire. And it seems like if War Boss keeps upping the creature count, that's good, but if we lose both of our tokens here, that's pretty bad. The opponent may also be afraid to block with Feather. Let's put them to the test. And let's get as much damage through as possible and try to win this thing. Mentor. Okay, we've got a block on the War Boss. Not surprising. We got a block of the 1/1. We're gonna pump the Knight. We're gonna hit the opponent as hard as we can. Down to 4. Tapped land, go. Hold on to your butts. The opponent's going to untap with Feather the Redeemed and at least geared for battle. Probably other nonsense as well. My cat needs attention. Show him what's up. Arrgh. Green kitty. White kitty. Dreadhorde Arcanist joins the team. Not the most terrifying thing right this moment. What I would really love is for Feather to attack. If Feather attacks, a Hellkite could be a big surprise. Well, while we've got some time, I'll let you know I have played some. You'll see that my cat is leveled up. You'll see that I'm at the season reset, but I'm at Plat 1. But yeah, I have played a little bit on the road. I had my laptop with me. Not good for streaming, though. What do you guys think? 5/5 Hellkite? Yeah, I don't have great attacks, so 5/5 Hellkite. Opponent will have to deal with that. Plus, if our opponent only has 1 flying blocker next turn, we can play other Hellkite and get in there. We're just trying to break through for those final pieces of damage. Don't kill it. Don't do it. Tense moments in the Feather battle. If they had a Reckless Rage, I'm confident we would have seen it by now. The Dreadhorde Arcanist has to attack to make the magic happen. The battle continues to be geared. And the opponent says go. Oof. Well, when they give you a shock with the Hellkite, you know they don't have removal for it. If they don't have removal for it, this one should be able to finish the game. But what would make us lose? Reckless Rage. So do I go for it or not? If the opponent had Reckless Rage, I'm confident I would have seen it. They could have killed the Hellkite before damage, so we're gonna get hasty and up in here. We're just gonna go for the win. Opponent throws a nice at it. If they have Settle the Wreckage here, it will be legend. What you got? Yeah! Got him. This is fine. Draw land, this is pretty good. If the opponent has creatures, we got some ways to kill them. Knight does something. Yeah, draw land and this is good. So let's give it a try. What's up, Brandy? How you doing today? Meet my cat. Knight of the Ebon Legion. What a little beat stick. We don't have vampire synergy, we don't have knight synergy, and we still have this little guy doing work. Boom. Show him how to take damage. That pump ability scales better than you would expect into the late game. So here's Runaway Steamkin. Lightning Strike can remove anything in the mono red player's deck. Cast Down can remove plenty of things, but the Lightning Strike can also go face. We also only have 1 black source, and we have plenty of red cards, but we don't want to be constrained on black, so it's Cast Down here. Hope you don't mind me explaining why. All right, here is Legion War Boss. Let's do some things. Smash Bash. The opponent will probably have to spend at least some of their mana this turn dealing with the War Boss. If they don't, it gets out of hand. So there's a 3-mana Wizard's Lightning, and here is other War Boss to smash face even harder. Alright, no Chain Whirler, bro. Let's try to dodge a Chain Whirler this turn. I love that we have the Angrath ready to go. I don't know that Angrath is particularly good in any way against red, but it's just a good card. Oh, big Chandra. Alright, the opponent doesn't have a Shocker, we would have seen it. Let's just show him what's up. It's just beating down the red mage. Just giving him the business. I'm still at 20. What's going on, Randy? The worst red player I've ever seen. A disgrace to your kind. There is a Fanatical Firebrand and a Wizard's Lightning, a Bedevil off the top, which may as well kill the Steamkin. Save the burn for the face. Pump the Knight. It's a 3/4. That's out of a lot of damage range. The opponent has some critters here, but they just got steamrolled by one Knight of the Ebon Legion, 2 War Bosses. Their hand must have only really had the Steamkin as their threat, and when we killed it, they just didn't have enough going on. The opponent can use Firebrand Wizard's Lightning to dispatch the Knight of the Ebon Legion. And do they have anything else? Well, we have to go for the Angrath lethal. No fire, no steel, my friends. That's right, Kerr. Oh yay, we drew the Theater of Horrors. Let's see if it wins or loses. Otherwise, it's still a good hand. No removal. The opponent comes out with a really sweet curve. We might be out of our luck. 2 Sphinx of Foresight. This says the opponent now gets to scry 3 at the beginning of their first upkeep twice. 2 Sphinx of Foresight. I haven't seen this card in forever. But they're gonna get scry 3, then another scry 3. That's pretty hot. And here we go. Let's see what they top and bottom. If they do all 3 to the top, they don't get much out of their next Sphinx, and it's 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. And alright, away we go. Take 1. Blue-black. We're up against something different, which is nice to see. That's not nice to see. I take back what I said. You animal. Alright, fine. So, interesting that we could grow our Knight of the Ebon Legion, or we could put out our War Boss. Knowing that the opponent has Sphinx of Foresight, I mean, if this is a really bad play if the opponent has Cry of the Canarium, exactly. But knowing that they run Sphinx of Foresight, it's kind of, I don't know, this is close. I'm not going to play around the Cry. I think I need to apply pressure. Because when the opponent plays the Sphinx, the War Boss's tokens aren't going to get in. When the War Boss's tokens are brick-walled, War Boss isn't doing anything. Esper. Teferi, of course. What you up to, buddy? Alright. Could be worse. Ooh. Give me that hand. Gimme. Ritual of Soot, huh? Yeah, we ain't doing that. But look at this. Interplanar Bacon and Nicol Bolas the Dragon God, which is castable off the Bacon if the opponent uses the Glacial Fortress to use it. Oh, this is gonna be nasty, but we are definitely not getting ritualed. Not today. Duress making its mark on the game. You take down Teferi Boy. You guys smash face. Well, I'll tell you now what. It's called Sphinx of Foresight, coming down. Giving the opponent a nice brick wall blocker. If I had another land, that would have been the secret sauce right there. So, do I want to grow one of my goblins and get in with the war boss as well? I don't think so. I think we want to keep making the tokens. The opponent can block and eat one of the tokens. Knight of Ebon Legion can grow and hit for some extra damage and get bigger. Down to 9, grow Knight of the Ebon Legion. Here comes Bolus, here comes a life from the Interplanar Bacon. Bolus probably kills the war boss to cut off the tokens. If we draw a land for the Hellkite or the Angrath, we'll be in a great spot. If we don't draw the land, I'm terrified. All right, we can still kill this Bolus. I'm terrified. Well, we know the opponent doesn't want to block the Knight of the Ebon Legion. I don't think I want to play out another war boss in case the opponent pulls another Ritual of Soot. So I think the right play is to attack the Knight of the Ebon Legion to the face and pump it, and attack the 2 tokens to Bolus. One of them can be blocked and eaten, the other one kills the Bolus. If the opponent blocks with the Sphinx, we get the Sphinx off the board if it blocks the Knight to save some damage. Alright, get to work. Opponent wants to keep the Sphinx, not a big surprise. Let's hit them extra hard with the Knight. Now the Knight is a lethal attacker. The opponent will have to respect it. I think what they're going to do is play Bolus, kill the Knight of the Ebon Legion. Then we play the War Boss. The 2 tokens attack Bolus. 1 token dies to the Sphinx, and the other one kills the Bolus. Or we top deck the land, and Angrath is almost lethal. We have to remember the 1 life that's going to be gained from the bacon. Okay, not what I expected.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. This might be a bad idea.
Okay, enjoy this. I think you have to take the Angrath. Angrath coming down would be so devastating. It lets me spend my turn... Ooh, it takes the War Boss, trying to dodge me drawing a land here. This is huge. Okay. No fire, no steel.
Ever seen water burn? You will. Your crew for my freedom.
All right, smash you to 2, hit you to 1.
You just let me know if you're up for 2.
The opponent gets back the Sphinx. They can attack and kill the Angrath, which they kind of have to. They have to kill the Angrath, or the Angrath activation can be lethal. Well, not actually. They gain another life from the bacon, but they also know about the Hellkite. So they have to keep the Hellkite from killing them. There might have been something to be said for hitting the opponent down to 1 with the Goblin token. I think that Teferi gives them too many options, so I still think I should kill the Teferi, but maybe I was supposed to take the opponent to 1.
Ram a new course free.
And the opponent says go, and look at that draw. So the opponent knows about the Hellkite. They must have an answer. So let's instead send in the token. And let's play the Knight, and let's pass the turn. We're going to try to get the opponent to make a move and then respond with the Lightning Strike, since they might have a counterspell, and we don't know what the hell they might have in hand. So we're trying to time this Lightning Strike at a moment when we're sure it will resolve. Until that moment comes, we can keep applying pressure. Double bacon. Well, if they go for a Bolus here, put the strike on the stack. Here it comes. Here's the triggers on the stack. Here's the lightning strike in response. Is it a Dovin's Veto? That doesn't work either. They don't have the right mana. All right. It would have had to be negate, and we got him. All right, let's take a look back at the deck, if there are any changes to be made. Obviously, Theater of Horrors was very low impact and could probably be trimmed. Honestly, it might need to be a second shock or something like that. Never really got Chandra to do her thing and never really had the 6 mana to do it. Maybe this should be something different. I felt like I wanted another way to apply pressure at 4 mana, 3 mana, maybe. Is it crazy to say that we could try some Spawn of Mayhem in something like this? I don't think so. So I wouldn't be surprised if we could trim the Chandra. Maybe Rekindling Phoenix is another card that could take this spot for more flying, hard to deal with type threats. But yeah, the Awakened Inferno didn't really do it today. The Theater of Horrors could definitely just be another removal spell, and that might help out a lot more. The core of the deck with Knight of the Ebon Legion, Dreadhorde Butcher, Legion Warboss, protected by Duress and with the way cleared for them by Cast Down and Lightning Strike was really good. Firewheeler was okay, and Skargan Hellkite and the one of Angrath were particularly juicy. So I like the deck, and I would probably just trim these and go with something else. I hope you enjoyed this look at Rakdos Midrange. If you didn't, don't worry. In 24 hours, I'll be playing a new deck. I try to play a new deck every single day on the channel for you. Please remember to like and subscribe. You can also check out my free-to-play account at Covert Go Free to play, and you can check out my live streams at Covert Go Live, or find me on Twitch. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.